say that's the most ridiculous thing that I've ever heard.
That is not our role. That is not the role of the state of Connecticut.
Passionate debate over a bill that would add new requirements for every parent in the state. Thanks for staying up late with us for the news at 11. I'm Keisha Grant. That debate over a homeschooling bill started just before 6 o'clock tonight and is still going on right now. It creates tighter restrictions on parents withdrawing their children from school. Supporters of the bill point to two high-profile cases where one child ended up severely malnourished for more than a decade, and in the other case, another child died. But other lawmakers say the bill infringes on people's rights. NBC Connecticut's Jane Chaco is joining us now live at the Capitol with both sides of the debate. Jane.
Yeah, Keisha, late night here. Lawmakers have been debating this bill for 5 hours now, and it's been controversial from the start. This did pass the House, but Republicans have proposed more than 30 amendments to it. They're voting on the 8th one now, and the debate tonight continues. A homeschooling bill was made to protect children from abuse in response to big stories we've been telling you about, like the death of 11-year-old Mimi in New Britain and the Waterbury captive case, where a man set fire to his home, saying he was held against his will for 20 years. In both cases, the children were taken out of school to be homeschooled.
The state has a responsibility to protect children. In other words, it is not only the parents who have a responsibility for those children.
This bill would require all parents to fill out a form that indicates whether their child is attending public school, non-public school, or homeschooling. If the parents are withdrawing their child for the first time, there will be a check with the Department of Children and Families. And if there is an open case in the household, that child cannot be withdrawn.
There's nothing in this bill that parents should think of as something that is harassing or imposing an unreasonable burden on parents who are doing the right thing.
Homeschooling families listened eagerly to the bill debate, hoping this doesn't pass. Some Republicans argue that DCF can't handle this extra work, especially after a recent disturbing case where a child took their own life within an hour of a DCF visit.
That agency is a train wreck. It's off the rails. It needs to go through substantial reform and fix before they should be allowed to interact with another family and another child.
A separate bill that creates an oversight committee that recommends reforms to DCF unanimously passed the House and the Senate. It's now on its way to the governor's desk. Republicans are hoping they can stop the homeschooling bill before it can make it there.
And it's nothing more than a targeted effort against a bunch of people, for the most part, 99.9%, do nothing more than love their children and educate their children properly. And that's the problem with the bill.
And something to note here, the previous version of this bill required parents to prove that the homeschooling education they're providing at home is on par with public schools. That part was taken out. We'll keep you updated on this bill, and that 8th Amendment I just told you about was rejected. Now they're on to the 9th, about 20 more to go. That's where we are here, live from the Capitol. Jane Chaco, NBC Connecticut News. Keisha.